So the next video we'll have is our final feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you feedback based on how our final sessions went for the level 3, and then you can also give me some feedback. Okay.
Okay.
The first one I have, it's not the most positive one.
Alright.
And it is just sort of your reluctance for cardio.
Yeah.
You know, we did perform a mini circuit. We also did do some warm-ups and cool-downs on some bikes, assault bikes, treadmills, rowing machines, and cardio-based equipment. I know in the program design and in our interview, if you think back way at the beginning, you did mention that you weren't a massive fan of cardio. But obviously throughout the weeks...
Who is?
Yeah, exactly. Me neither, do you know what I mean? But it's finding what works for you. For me, I believe that cardio is relative to everyone. You know, for myself, it's, you know, boxing or kickboxing that keeps it fun. I can't run on treadmills. Some people can. Some people have to run outside and they can't run on treadmills. But for me, you were just reluctant with a lot of cardio. Now, see, throughout the weeks, we talked about how important the cardiovascular system is, not just for your overall health, which is obvious, but also just for going to the gym and reaching your goals. So really, that was the only one. I think just as you go out training, just try and mix it up a wee bit. Even if it is just taking your dog a walk for, say, 3-4 miles, 2-3 times a week. It's cardio. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be gym based.
True.
You just need to find something that works for you.
I think it's just the stigma around cardio that in my head makes it seem worse than what it actually is.
The next one I have was, honestly, throughout, I would say 99% of our sessions, you got great intensity throughout every exercise that I put on, especially the mini circuits and stuff like that. You approached everything with a great mentality. I told you that you had to reach a high intensity level for it to work better, and you came with it. You know, you've done it. You know, there wasn't, you know, half-assed laziness, stopping, complaining. You didn't give me that, which from my perspective as a trainer is exactly what I want in a client. And then just finally, what I wanted to mention was your great core work. I mean, without us specifically training your core and doing our exercises like the barbell back squats, a few carries and deadlifts, it does help build that overall core. Even though you're not targeting your abs, everyone thinks abs is your core. Your core is more rounded. And I mean, I remember we done the plank, and I mean, your score was over 2 minutes, which for somebody who doesn't really train core all that often specifically, was a great score.
I do like doing core.
So essentially that's all I have for the feedback from our final sessions at level 3. So now, you know, what's your feedback? Listen, I will take it on board. All the feedback is welcome.
No, you're a great coach, so you are. You push me a lot, and you're really, really motivational. And when you say something to me, like the circuits, and you're like, right, you're doing this, this, and this, and this, I know that you expect a lot from me, so I do feel like I do push myself because I know that you do expect it. And you did obviously throughout show me every single exercise, whether I knew it or not. You still made sure to stop and show me it just to make sure I knew my exact form and angles and stuff like that. So that was really, really helpful. The only thing that I'd noticed, well, just in maybe myself as well, was the circuits were quite tricky because they were some of them were quite big, like 6 kind of stops or exercises.
Stations.
Stations. And like sometimes I would have, if you were like kind of talking to me throughout it or like motivating me, like I kind of lost count. Not because you were giving me motivation, but because it wasn't maybe in front of me how many I'd done, or so I kind of maybe done some less in some stations. But if it was like written up on the board or something,
on like a whiteboard or something.
Like each station, because there was so many.
No,
but you were just trying to kind of motivate me, so I kind of just went.
No, listen, and that's why I would do these, you know, these feedback talks.